All right, so we've been on the heavy discussion for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And we've been talking a lot about Case, the Cradle, the story of Black Ops 6, Emergence, and just a bunch of different things. Now, one thing that I consistently see in the comments that a lot of fans are talking about has to do with Alex Mason, William Case Calderon. Don't say Cauldron, because holy shit, it's William Case Calderon, and Jackson Kane. So now what three things do those people have in common right now, in this very moment? Well, the thing that they have in common is that a lot of fans and a lot of people in the comment section think that Case is Jackson Kane or that Alex is Jackson Kane. Now, we're going to tackle the Alex Mason one first. At the end of the game, you see the camera pan to a CIA Pantheon agent that is infiltrating CIA Director Daniel Livingston's office. Now the camera pans up, and when I saw the hands and someone typing, I thought, is this Alex Mason? I thought it was Alex Mason at first, but as soon as it pans up to the camera, it shows this guy with a really strong looking face, and I was like, oh, okay, it's not Alex Mason. There we go, video over, we're done. Like it's not Alex Mason. It's just not. Like you can see his face and it's not. So I don't know where that theory came from. I don't know why some people are really pushing it. We see that same guy, which is Jackson Kane at the end of the game, in the first meeting debrief with the CIA director Daniel Livingston and Troy Marshall and Jane Harrow and Woods. And he's also there. So if that really was Alex Mason, don't you think Woods would have known? Don't you think it would be weird that he's still in the office when he supposedly died 2 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Like, the timeline doesn't make sense. The interaction with the characters doesn't make sense. And the name doesn't make sense either. So no, Jackson Kane is not Alex Mason whatsoever. So that's it. That's over. I don't know why anyone has even talked about that possibility. But now we move into the William Case Calderon. Oh, don't say Cauldron again because some people get pissed off. And then you have William Case Cauldron.
You are one dumb son of a bitch.
Oh shit, I said it again. William Case Calderon and Jackson Kane. I've seen this one particularly a lot. Now, a lot of people have been saying that Case is Jackson Kane, and I don't understand why. One of the main comments that I see is that in the debrief, again in that same room, people are saying that the typewriter in the corner, the guy listening to everything, they said, oh, well, that's Case. And I've seen this comment a lot, actually, because I thought at first people were, playing or trolling or just joking. But there's actual fans out there that think that the guy in the corner is actually Case and that he was part of the debrief meeting. But he wasn't, because Case is part of Troy Marshall and Woods' team. So if he was getting chewed out by the CIA director, Case would be on the opposite side of the table. He wouldn't be behind Daniel Livingston. Now, I saw that some people suggested that the reason that Case, quote unquote Kane, was on the other side with Daniel Livingston is because Daniel Livingston assigned Case to the team of Troy Marshall. That isn't the case also. Do we know if that happened or not? We don't know. But we know that there's a big trust between all of them there. We can see that Troy Marshall trusts Case a lot in just the way that he speaks to him, talks with him, and encourages him throughout the game. So no, I don't think that Case was put on Troy's team as a form of like keeping an eye on him. That didn't happen. So again, it's very simple, and I think common sense to understand that Case was not present during that debrief meeting. And Case is not Kane because Kane is literally behind Livingston and we know his name and we see him. Again, there's another situation where you can understand that Jackson Kane is in Case. When we're Case and we're in the Washington, D.C. looking for a way to infiltrate Adler, you can run into Jackson Kane at the event. And if he sees you, he comes up to you and he arrests you. Again, is Jackson Kane arresting himself? Did Jackson Kane say, oh, there's me, let me go arrest myself? No, because Jackson Kane is Jackson Kane and Case is Case. Case is just a different character. I don't know where this theory came from or why it happened, but it's just not true. Sadly, we don't know what Case looks like in terms of his face. We know he's maybe a white guy because he's light-skinned, right? He's fair-skinned. And then he has a tattoo on his left hand with the logo Pantheon that we can see. And then we see his full body in one of the missions in Black Ops 6. But when we see him, he has his whole face covered up. His whole face is covered up and he has glasses, so you can't see him at all. So I think that's where we're at, really. And then when you look at some of the other concerns that some fans were having with Case was that people assumed that it could have been Kane because they think that he should have been part of some of the cinematics with some of the debriefs and stuff because he was part of the team. But if we really think about it, we never saw Bell in any of the cinematics. We never saw Case in any of the cinematics either because that's just the point. If he had a face, we would have seen him in the cinematics. But for some reason, Call of Duty and Black Ops in general just kind of don't do that. So it it really doesn't matter if he appeared in a cinematic or not. I don't know where these theories came from, but they're just not true. And they're not true because I'm some smart ass that's debunking them. They're just not true because of common sense. We can see the characters there, and we can see how they're completely different people. Alex Mason is clearly not Kane, and Case is clearly not Kane either, because that's Jackson Kane, and Case is a different guy. Another theory that I saw out there that we'll tackle super fast is that some people believe that Case is Bell. That one seems more plausible than the first two that we talked about. And it seems more plausible for many different reasons. Did Adler really kill Bell at the end of Cold War? Adler was a visitor at the Advanced Technologies Lab where the emergence level takes place 10 years ago. That would be 1981. Did Adler take Bell there and repurpose him into believing that his name was Case? Is Woods pretending that he doesn't know what he looks like? Was Park told about this as well, so she acted like she didn't know how he looked like either? That theory, I think, is also far-fetched, but I also think that is the most realistic out of the theories that we talked about today. So to wrap it up here, Alex Mason is not Jackson Kane. Case is not Jackson Kane. I don't know about Bell, but Kane, Case, and Mason are three completely different people.